Hello seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology's Hiranyahasta channel. Now Jupiter is moving into Gemini, and Gemini is a zodiac sign ruled by Mercury. When Jupiter goes in Gemini, it will be in Kendra. So if you are a Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces or Virgo moon sign or ascendant, your entire Kendra is getting activated. And if you are a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius moon sign, your trine is getting activated. So see, this Jupiter transit is actually very, very important for all of us. Jupiter is going to expand communication. Jupiter is going to make you more spiritual. It will create a lot of travel, but it is also going to twist and turn and create whirlwinds and scenarios because Jupiter's air movement is very, very strong. Remember the great red eye spot that you see an actual Jupiter planet, something like that. Some movement, both positive, and for some people it might be a little not that positive, but something that impacts you for whole life. Let's discuss that for your ascendant. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. I have given some remedies for you towards the end of the video, so don't miss. This time I'm making only one ascendant, one video, not clubbed all into one, so that you get exclusive Jupiter's attention. And if you want to book my consultation, you can drop me an email or visit my website. And if you want to book a personalized Kundali PDF, the link is in the description below. And I have also launched Astro Remedy Report, where one half of the report will be about your horoscope and predictions, which is system generated, but the other half will be written by me. That will be my suggestions of remedies for your horoscope. Now let's start ascendant wise analysis. Stay tuned and stay connected. Aquarius. Now in case of Aquarius, if you observe, Jupiter rules your second house, Jupiter rules your 11th house. Now what is the difference between 11th and second house? Well, 11th house is basically the house that represents your income, your profit, your gains. Something where you stand to connect with people. It is also the house of networking. It is also the house of profits. Labhasthan, the only house which allows things to enter in your life and does not want to take it away. Now Jupiter through Sagittarius rules that house. Then the second house is about wealth, about finances, about money. And now the second house is controlled by Saturn because Saturn is placed in your second house and Jupiter is connected to the Dhanasthan. Second house is something that is connected with financial security. Say 11th house is your salary, and when salary gets credited in your second house, that is your bank account, that gives you confidence about financial security. Say for example, you know you have money in your account and you are safe. You have food on your table, you have food for the family is safe, well fed. This is the second house. Overall security, financial security, food security, family related security, whether you are feeling underconfident, whether you are feeling overconfident, all can be seen with the power of the second house, Dvitiya Sthana, Dvitiya Bhav. That means the more positive the second house is, the more powerful the second house is, the better your life will be. So now you see the two major houses are ruled by Jupiter for Aquarius, and whenever there is a Jupiter transit, this kind of gives you lot of changes in your network circle, in your financial and overall family security. And when Jupiter moves into a positive house, into a positive Rashi, this is a very beautiful transit for you. Now Jupiter, when it moves in the 5th house, it means that Jupiter is going in a very positive state of its existence in your horoscope. 5th house is about learning, 5th house is about education, 5th house is about motivation, 5th house is about expression, it's about romance, it's about study. And when Jupiter moves fast in the 5th house, it gives you a lot of confidence, a lot of power, and this is a very positive time for Aquarius ascendant and Aquarius moon sign. Now when Jupiter is in the 5th house, it has an aspect on the 11th house. 11th house is ruled by Sagittarius. Now definitely Saturn and Ketu also has an aspect on Sagittarius. I have made a separate video how on a very subtle level Sagittarius is getting impacted and wants to move you to the path of spirituality. But when Jupiter aspects the Sagittarius, it also gives you gain through challenging scenarios. It helps you move to a different job. It gives you new career opportunity. It wants to expand your network circle. But yes, it will make you undertake a lot of learning. Say for example, you believed in someone and that person is not your well-wisher. Now you get to learn in this transit. Will that person be able to harm you? Probably no, because after all, Jupiter is in a very good shape. But still you will get some knowledge. You will be saved from the harm, but you will be given a learning. That is the difference when Jupiter moves in the 5th house. When Jupiter moves in the 5th house, it also have a very good impact on your 9th house and your 1st house. Because now Jupiter is aspecting your Dharmasthan, 9th house, Jupiter is aspecting the 1st house. So it's overall expansion. But yes, say for example, you move to a different job during this time or a different role during this time, or you are given new business opportunity, you start a new business, product, something, lot is there to learn. And you have to apply your experience, your knowledge, your learning, and you should be ready to adapt. It's Mrigshira and Ardra energies in the Gemini zodiac sign. For the first few months, you should be ready to adapt, shift, change, and continuously alter your momentum depending upon the scenario, depending upon the situation. One fixed attitude, one fixed template cannot be applied in this case. It has to be case by case basis, event by event basis. But overall, Jupiter wants to give you profit. Jupiter wants to give you success. Jupiter wants to give you relief. And then Jupiter is your 2nd lord. 2nd house lord is 4 places away, which is very good. This means that you will be very comfortable with the money that is there in your account, with the amount of investment, return of investments. And therefore, it will give you a lot of financial success. This transit has a lot of financial impact. And even if you are putting your money in the market, if you are taking a little bit of calculated risk, this will be a very profitable time. This will be a very positive time. From health perspective, well, Jupiter is going to expand the need of good food, but Saturn on the 2nd house says, eat good, but eat right. Avoid food that can create health challenges. And if you are looking for weight loss, if you're looking for healthy gut, healthy lifestyle, healthy living, this is the time when both Saturn and Jupiter will encourage you. Your ascendant lord is also in the 2nd house, Saturn, and therefore that is also going to give you financial stability. But yes, say for example, you are switching your job. You may get one opportunity for the next 3 to 4 years. Depending upon the horoscope, I'm saying in a very generic sense, it may be a little more if your horoscope permits, but on a generic transit level, this gives you one opportunity. Take that opportunity and make the maximum out of it. But one thing is for sure that this can create a disruption in the work-life balance. In order to attain more money, get more money, you are also working harder. Nothing wrong, but this should not come at the cost of your health. This can make you eat unnecessary junk food also, because don't forget that Rahu is on your ascendant. When Rahu is on the Lagna, definitely this is going to expand your identity and try to make you a very different kind of person, and will force you to indulge into activities that you might regret later. Jupiter in the 5th house gives you that cognizance, that yes, that consciousness, that yes, that you are cognizant of the fact that these things are bad. But if you still do it, Saturn can create ruckus, because Saturn actually can destroy your happiness and peace of mind by its 3rd aspect, because Saturn is aspecting the 4th house. So while you take the maximum out of Jupiter, and while you try to, break the barriers and rules, because Rahu is in the 1st house, don't forget that Saturn is sitting in the 2nd house. 2nd house is, after all, your resources. You are feeling secured and fearless because of the 2nd house. Saturn can create a sudden squeeze of finances, and this Jupiter can play against you. So it's better to relax and not take any wrong decision. Don't cross your limits. You should know where the boundaries are. Otherwise, Jupiter is here to expand your knowledge. For students, it's a very good transit. You might travel abroad if you want to migrate from one place to the other. If you want to relocate, if you want to shift home, you want to invest good, you want to diversify your portfolio, all that is possible while Jupiter is in the 5th house. From the marriage and relationship perspective, this can create financial security in marriage, bringing a lot of stable and happy days. And also 5th house is about romance, your expression. Jupiter being there can also create marriage scenarios for eligible bachelors. And if you're looking to marry the partner of your choice, and if the families agree, definitely with everybody's agreement and Jupiterian way, not the Rahu's way, you will be able to live a happy life there. That is the power of Jupiter. Jupiter is in agreement with everybody. Rahu is in disagreement with everybody. When Jupiter is in the 5th house, Jupiter wants to improve your Amrit. It is in the navel area, the solar plexus area. And suddenly you might feel that you are invincible. If you feel that you cannot be beaten and you are the best and what you're doing is always right, that is the impact of Rahu trying to manipulate Jupiter. So in this case, you will have to ensure that Jupiter wins this war and not Rahu. For what will happen with Rahu and what happens when Rahu on the Ascendant, that video will be shared later. But with respect to Jupiter, my recommendation is that focus on balance. Focus on Adhyatma. 5th house is also Mantra Bhav. You will gain spiritual association. This is the time when you should focus more on healthy living and spiritual living. Go to a resort, go to near to the mountains, go closer to some water bodies and spend some quality time. Because everything seems to be fine, because you are seeing Jupiter's presence in the 5th house, all are perfect. Rahu in the Lagna will give you natural success, online success, success in the edtech career, everything is fine. But I repeat, Sagittarius is under the impact of Saturn, Ketu and Jupiter. So ultimately your house of gain is getting a lot of energy shift. Not of Rahu but of Ketu. You know what it can do? You can be so proud of what you earn and what you have gained that you can isolate yourself from your own well-wishers, from your own people. That will be the ego. And Saturn will allow you to do that. And then will test you. And if you follow that path, it will punish you. It will make you very lonely. And you will say, why am I lonely? Don't forget your 12th Lord is in the 2nd house. So I am giving a full picture here. On one side, Jupiter's placement and transit is actually very good. But don't forget that one planet don't make the Kundli. There are other planets, all other zodiacs, and there are latent effects also. That cannot be explained on a YouTube video or even in a consultation. Maybe in a consultation I can explain you more. But only when you have that eyes and you can see everything, you have to connect all the dots. Then you realize that the positivity of the transit has some terms and conditions. And if you breach that, the contract is broken, and the same Jupiter, which is Atichari, can destroy the 5th house. Jupiter is the Karaka of the 5th house, Karaka Bhavanasham. It can destroy. It can do so much in excess that you won't be able to handle, and that means you are under the weight of so much of consequences that you won't realize that it was supposed to be right. Why did it go wrong? So the terms and condition has to be diligently studied and followed, which means follow restricted life. Do everything. When you get money, do some positive karma out of that and help students in need. Travel as much as possible and try to bring in a lot of knowledge that you can from other people's experience. One suggestion, read so much of books, autobiography, and learn from other people's experience. That will save you from a certain disaster. But otherwise, overall, for health, for family life, financially, career-wise, and even with respect to marriage, this transit can offer you the best that you can get.